Shalom, Kahalo Yahweh Shem Yahushai, Bahashem Kakodash, double honors to the elder apostles, elder bishops, GMS, including the elders that came before them, to tell us his truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word in truth and in sincerity, the hopeful elect, tabernacle of David. All right, so quickly, I'm going to connect the dots. I don't know if anybody understands or knows how to connect these dots, so I haven't seen anybody do it. So Spirit is on me to do it, and usually when I do something like that, then the Spirit jumps on others to follow, even though less than 5 views show up. You know, everything is of the Spirit. So the enemy is about to come in like a flood. How do we know? Because we're standing on our watch and we see what they are concocting here. Okay, so we'll start right here, Isaiah 59 and 19. So shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, or I should say, so shall they fear the name Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun, when the enemy shall come in like a flood. Okay? Here's what they're preparing to do, and we're going to connect the dots. The Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against them. The standard is when we get the spiritual power to be able to repel this flood from coming in. But here's the point. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, how do we know he's about to make his move? Because when he makes his move, the Most High makes his move. Okay? So, let's see. Is that all we need? Yeah, I'm going to try to keep it short. All right, so first let's go here. Let's start here. All right, Press for Truth, August 2nd. I had to click a bunch of things. You know that this is forbidden. So I'm going to just play enough of it, all right? UN, United Nations, declares that word. Watch for the consistencies. You see this word? Same word that Kanye used. Yay. I should have said yay. UN declares war on what? Sea theory. Sea theories. Launches campaign. Okay. All right. What does this mean? This is significant. All right. Now, between this, the war on this, okay, who is the king of sea theories? Alex Jones. What's today? The 14th of October. This is the 14th of October. So in August, 2 months ago, okay, they launched a war on sea theories. And yesterday, or the day before yesterday, 2 days ago, the king of sea theories was completely inundated and thrust into the spotlight yet again, right? Letting you know that anybody involved in these, okay, is going to be held to account. What is the account? We're taking you to court. We're establishing, we're going to use this court case to pass legislation and a law against this, all right? And we can take all your money. You ain't got no money, we'll put you under the prison, okay? So let's watch a little bit of this, just so I can show you where this is going. What is a sea theory? Okay, they're going to show you, all right? Up. You say anything about this, it's a sea theory. Don't say nothing about it. Don't say nothing about it. this. Along with the V, C theories are spreading around the globe. Don't say nothing about this, or we can put you in jail. We can take billions of dollars from you and make you a pariah. Now, understand that Bill Hicks, right, is part of this show. Ye, Candace Owens are all working together to achieve the NWO. They're playing their parts, okay? They are in lockstep to bring forth a way to justify the flood that is coming, okay? So try to keep it short. Many of these false, boom. Many of these false things target different, what? Target, you see what's being said here? This is coming against us, the men of the Lord. Right? C theories target this. Look at this. I don't have to play any more of this. Okay? First of all, this is us. Okay? And because we're saying that this is us, like Kanye, we're dealing in C theories. And now can be prosecuted like AJ. Okay? Wanted to show you that. So first, number one on the list, the war, the UN war on C theories. Got to qualify that. Number one. Okay, now number two. Shall we go to AJ? No, we'll go to AJ last. Let's go to EA. Okay? Because this is funny. To me, this is funny, all right? Because
we've got our vision and so much to choose.
If you watch the Fox interview, this guy, Ye, is showing his prowess, if you will, in talk what the hood calls talking white. You talk white. You talk like a white boy, right? I believe he actually said that in the interview. All right. All my life, I have been accused of talking white. You're talking white, which is niggerish at best, right? And niggas respond. Even niggas in the truth, when they hear you talk, they bring that nigga into the truth with them, that whole black culture bullshit thing. And because you have a certain diction, right, or how you talk, they brought that shit in. And I know from experience that it's in there. Anyway, that's not what this is about. Kanye is speaking the perfect Queen's English, right? But yet, when it comes to this, okay, this is the Hill. Ye's accounts restricted over. Look at this. How did this word, when this guy knows the difference between Def Jam, nobody, the mushmouthest, the mumblest rapper ever would never call Def Jam Death Jam. And if he did it as a nigga, which niggas do. See, niggas say shit wrong on purpose. That's black culture. Right? Then they justify their niggardry. And it is what it is. You want to get mad for what I'm saying? You want to get mad at the truth? Do it. Okay? It doesn't make you any better or worse if your speech patterns are more like the white man or not. All right? That's not what's in question. Niggardry is what's in question. All right? Anyway, this nigga, Kanye West, knows the difference between Def Jam and Death Jam. That's my point. So why then would he post this? This lets you know, all right? And Candace Owens is going to go out of her way to differentiate what's going on. Why? Why is all of this being conducted on the mainstream media, in the news? Why? Because they're promoting this whole situation. Why? Because this is to facilitate the enemy coming in like a flood. Now let's watch this. The Hill, October 10th. This is, you see the quotes here? This is what the nigga wrote in his post, right? And he wrote this word, right, in a post. He wrote it out, okay? And he knows the difference. So this is inflammatory at best, all right? So, okay.
Suspension from Twitter. I guess.
Let's start at the top. Here we go.
Well, Kanye West's Twitter and Instagram accounts have been restricted after the superstar rapper posted comments that some described as anti-Semitic. Twitter told CBS News that the rapper was locked out of his account due to a violation of Twitter's policies. Twitter did not specify what specific policies had been broken, but the account restriction came after West posted a tweet in which he threatened to go DEFCON 3.
Okay. He said a word before this phrase. He said threatened. You put this word in front of threat, and what do you get? See where this thing is going? Kanye, the guy who claims to be Yasharallah with a beard, suddenly, the nigga suddenly got a beard on. he suddenly got a Yasharallah beard. You understand? Showing you where this is. This nigga got the full beard on. Even if it's his beard, they might have pasted it on. You know how good they are in Hollywood. All right? This nigga's got on a full beard saying this about small hats. You can't see what they're doing here? Listen to, he's going to use the word threat again.
But the account restriction came after West posted a tweet in which he threatened to go DEFCON 3 on Jewish people on Saturday. In the tweet, which has been subsequently removed, West also said, "The funny thing is I can't actually be anti-Semitic because black people are actually Jewish also."
Boom. Stop. Who is this implicating? And where's the nigga's full beard right here? And how long between this, whenever this was taken, did he grow a full Yasharallah beard? Let's look at this. I'm a bit sleepy tonight, but when I wake up, I'm going, he knows that this is not the word. Okay? Yet he typed it out. Con 3 on blah blah. Did he capitalize that? The funny thing is I actually can't be that because, and then they put this in there, right? Why did they put this in there? Because they know we're going to argue this in court. They know that the men of the Lord, when they swoop down on us, right? They know we're going to argue this in court. All right? How did he slip that in there? So right here, he's connecting the men of the Lord to this word on these people. Who goes out in the street and says, we are the true, and they are not? Okay? What they're doing is they're saying, that is a C theory. This is a C theory. Okay? And like Alex Jones, we can come after you. All right. So, I'm going to try to keep this short. All right? Where's the nigga's beard right here? All right? And we all know, I don't have to go through the whole thing. We know where this is going. Here's where I want to go next. I want to go to Candace Owens, who is in lockstep with it. They got these two niggas in a room, these turncoats, and said, here's what you're going to do. All right? Let me see. Real quick. Massive Ukraine. Kanye West goes to. Let me see. Let me see if I can get this real quick. See if we can get a picture of both of them. There it is. Okay. Why? This is a campaign. Okay. This is a campaign to get everybody's attention. Okay. This campaign is to get everybody's attention. Why? So that this guy can thrust the men of the Lord into the spotlight, right? They're throwing us under the bus, is what this whole thing. This is a well-orchestrated plan from the top. It involves him, it involves her, it involves AJ, okay? They're all working on this same thing. All the dots are connected. Who is this guy posing as? He's posing as the men of the Lord. Okay. Now she is involved in this thing. Let's see what she has to say. Okay. I wanted to show that real quick. Now she's going to explain Def Jam. Right? This. She's going to explain Def Jam. And she's going to do it eloquently. Now, listen. Candace Owens, all right, doesn't talk black. Okay? She talks like you talk like a white girl. And see, I'm an expert at this particular subject, talking white. Not because I want to. All right, but that's the way it was in the house that I was raised. Okay, that's the way it was. We were instructed. This is how you speak, and one is not better than the other. It's just what it is. My point, however, is this. Okay, Kanye speaks like her. Okay, perfect. Oh, you talk perfect. Oh, you talk white. Whatever they call it in the hood. My point is, the way she's speaking right now and the knowledge that she has over these words, the mastery that she has over the American English language, not as it is in England, but here, he has it too. So when he types this out, he knows exactly what he's saying, as she knows. Salakia.
On 3, which...
Okay, she's going to explain it. Okay? She's going to explain it. But it's not the fact that she's explaining it. It's the fact that you can blur the lines between the knowledge, and then you can use the word, not the actual phrase, but you can use what Kanye used to come after us. All right, listen to what she said.
The hell he was talking about.
Hold on.
This
Supposed to just run and cover for him in the most embarrassing example of that as humanly possible. Let's keep watching.
Listen close.
Listen.
Slovakia. God dang it, this devil. All right, now listen to her language. Listen to her diction. All right, and what she's saying.
I had no idea when I read this tweet what the hell he was talking about. This tweet inspired questions, not answers. First and foremost, what is DEFCON 3? Did he mean DEFCON 3?
As in Def Jam. Okay, she's breaking down exactly the controversy itself. This dude used the other word. Just like she has perfect mastery over what it means, she's saying, no, she's throwing a little thing in there and explaining it away. Whether she explains it away or not, it's a matter of record, and they can use whatever they want to use to do what? To come in like a flood. This whole thing is orchestrated so that they can come in like a flood. And we're just connecting the dots. All right? Again, listen to her diction and how she explains it. And there is absolutely no way that Kanye, in all his infinite wisdom, Kanye is not a nigga. He is a nigga, but he's not a dumb nigga. Kanye is very, very intelligent. And he's walking in circles at the very top up there and knows exactly what he's been conscripted into and doing. She's doing the same thing. Okay, they're all working together. Listen close.
I had no idea when I read this tweet what the hell he was talking about. This tweet inspired questions, not answers. First and foremost, what is DEFCON 3? Did he mean DEFCON 3, which would be a military defense position, not an offense for those of you that are offended, a military defense position? Is he tweeting this because he's reading the Newsweek headline calling him an anti-Semitic? Is he angry because he can't believe that he's not free to talk about people in his life who happen to be Jewish, right? Without being accused of anti-Semitism? Is he saying, I'm not going to shut up and I'm going to keep tweeting and I'm going to keep calling these people out, referring to his friends that he feels slighted by? Is he talking about Jared Kushner and Josh Kushner? If you're a liar, you'll say, I know I was scared, Candace. I actually thought that Kanye West was going to launch a military strike in Israel. Because that's the reaction. Like when I woke up and I looked at the headlines, the reaction was like Kanye West had gotten together a military strike and it was going to go forward in the morning time in Israel. That was the reaction that was met with this tweet. Now, once again, I want to make this very clear. This is not a defense of his tweet. This is an open question, which never seems to happen anymore.
Have him on.
Like, you cannot even say the word Jewish without people getting upset in the same way that you're not allowed to say black anymore.
That's good enough. All right. So, with that being said, somebody was at my door, Salaki, for that. You see what this whole conversation is about? All right. You know you can't say nothing about no small hat. So at the top of this conversation, right, is, let's go here. And I'm going to go ahead and get a couple of precepts on the way out, but let's connect the dots, all right? First this, okay? Oh, I got one more. I got AJ. I got one more. UN declares war, okay, on sea theories. Kanye goes Def Jam. She explains what it is. Suddenly we got this, okay? Now, how does Alex Jones factor in? He's the king of this, okay? Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans being the true children of Israel, that's this. Here's what this devil is bringing forth, okay? This guy, this guy is in the mainstream news.
If you buy generic Viagra,
at the top of the mainstream news, just like Ye, right? And anti-Shemitic. How did all of this land at the same time in the mainstream news? Because it's all aimed at coming in like a flood.
Obviously, the big story today is the $1 billion settlement, or not settlement, I should say, award to a bunch of these parents who were subjected to Alex Jones repeatedly claiming that they were crisis actors and that it was fake and nothing ever happened there. And it's really important.
Listen closely for the phrase death threat.
to understand that there's two things going on here with this, and I think obviously the lawyer can speak to this, but he's doing the work of the NRA in this instance. He's doing this. He does it obviously to make money, but he's also doing the work of the NRA. This denial of these mass shootings comes out of to stoke a fear that the government is coming to take your guns away. I mean, that's what this is. That's what the root of these things are. So there's a political element to this, obviously, and then there's just this element of it's defamation, right? I mean, this is not, and people should be clear. He's not paying because he put out misinformation. He's putting out because he defamed these people who were not celebrities, not known, and caused them irreparable harm in their lives.
After a significant irreparable harm had been committed on their lives.
It subjected them to harassment, death threats. Many of these.
She's reading. Subjected them to what?
After a significant irreparable harm had been committed on their lives.
It subjected them to harassment, death threats. Many of these parents had to move. There was a parent that I know took their own life in the wake of this. And
now we know how the small hats get down. Why does this phrase "death threats" keep coming up in this triune? Okay, between Kanye, AJ, and the UN, okay? You see the common language going on here? AJ, the king of conspiracy, right? The UN, war on conspiracy. Kanye, the war on the small hats. And Def Jam, Def Con. It's hilarious. Okay, we see what's going on. So they move forward
and was a subject
into $1 billion. That's to get everybody's attention. And if we take $1 billion away from AJ, this will be the biggest story in the news. Right next to Kanye and his death threats against who? Okay, so this devil, he knows that his time is up. He's moving quick.
Subject of Alex Jones's harassment. So it doesn't get more despicable than what he's done. So
except for Ye. It does get more despicable. Ye.
There's every cent that he's going to have to pay these people.
Absolutely. And, we'll talk to a lawyer and find out, how does a guy who doesn't have $1 billion pay $1 billion?
White Lives Matter got everybody's attention. And then, right, shortly after that, then it's let's attack small hats and use the word instead of Def Jam. Let's spell it out and make it mean something totally different. Do you think we can't see what
But here is Alex Jones. He was on his show when the verdict was announced. And what analysts of this case and his first case have been saying is that at one point it seemed like he abandoned a legal strategy when he realized he was just going to lose and sort of switched into a strategy of I'm going to try and just make the money up on my show.
Yeah.
And then I think when this verdict came down, he realized there is no amount of vitamins that I'm going to sell that are going to.
You're being kind by even calling them vitamins.
To plaintiff Erica Lafferty.
Okay, so this is going to take hours and hours here about the billions and billions and billions I owe. Let's put up Drudge Report right now for people. $1 billion owed by Alex Jones. I personally don't have $2 million. The company's almost completely out of money. We're in bankruptcy. There's 2 appeals. It'll take years.
Okay, good enough. Salakia. All right, so we see what's going on here. All right. I want to get one more thing before I close out. You know what? I'll get it later. Let's get a couple of precepts here. Can we see what is going on? 2 Corinthians 2:11. Pretty simple. This is, I mean, nobody's kind of put this together yet. Salakia. 1 Corinthians. Salakia. Right here. 2 Corinthians 2:11, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his device. What device is this? All right. This is coming down from the secret council. Uh-oh. I thought that this was illegal. Let's read it right here in the NIV. Hide me from the seed theory of the wicked. Wait a minute. We're not the wicked. You're the wicked. You're the one putting this. From the plots. This is a plot of evildoers. The wicked are the evildoers. And right now, who's working? Who's in lockstep with the wicked? Candace and Ye. All right. Anyone joined unto them shall fall by the sword, and you're clearly part of that. Let me get this real quick, and then we'll end. All right. I don't want to go long. The Jehovah's Witness just came to my door. I wanted to blast him, but I was in the middle of the video, so Salakia. All right, so let's look at this. Why does this nigga have a full beard? Where's this at? Where's this? Why right now suddenly is this nigga displaying a full beard? Make it make sense. I'll make it make sense. Who is he portraying? The men of the Lord. So really, the men of the Lord, we have reached the gate of the nobles. And right now, they're discrediting us. They got this dude up here posing as one of us with his false doctrine. Look at this. Is that even real? See how it's not trimmed? Okay, look at this. Give me a close-up of the nigga. Look at this. Is that even real, or is this theatrics? Is this theater? Is that makeup? This nigga suddenly got a full beard. He ain't never had no damn full beard. All right? Let's get that real quick. So this is just a, all right? This just, hey, line upon line. Leviticus 19:27. Yea, yea, shall not. And I'm clowning, but it does say yea right there. Yea, shall not round the corners of his Slovakia. All right, I'm just clowning. Ye shall not round the corners of your beard, of your head, Salakia, neither shalt thou mar the corners of thy beard. Who is this nigga representing suddenly? So he's a stand-in for the men of the Lord while they create a false narrative, okay, that we're going to go DEFCON on the small hats. Okay. And our whole premise is a seat theory. Therefore, they can come and get us, pursuant to, where do we start? Isaiah. Okay. Okay, here they come. All right. Isaiah 59:19. So shall they hear, Salah. So shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up the standard against him. What we're watching right now is the justification for them to come in like a flood. All right. They put this little, they're using the medium of mainstream media, right, to foment an excuse to come after us, like this nigga said that he's going to war. I'm going to war with the so-called small hats, and I'm going death con. So that's a threat. So they got us. All right. All right. Let's get this. Isaiah 13:2. Lift ye up a banner on the high mountain, exalt the voice unto them, shake the hand that they may go into the gates of the noble. Well, guess what? We're in the gates of the nobles. We have succeeded thus far. Okay? And they're coming after us. All right? So I just wanted to try to connect the dots with that. I hope that the elect were edified. You brothers and few sisters, with that, I'm going to say shalom.